Hey, what's up guys, welcome to this player review for the 86 rated Harry Kane. Now before we get into the review, as always, if you could hammer the hell out of that like button if you do enjoy the video, that would really be appreciated. And also if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and if you have any questions on Harry Kane or FIFA 18 in general, ask away in the comments below as I'll be happy to answer each and every one of you. So, jumping into his stats, and as you can see there's some very good stats for what is a base gold card. His attack positioning is unreal at 89, his composure is very good, reactions, his stamina and his strength very nice. His sprint speed and acceleration isn't amazing, but I didn't find it too much of a problem in game if I'm honest. We move on to the skill attributes comparison and we see his ball control is very decent, but where he really excels is that finishing. 90 finishing on a regular gold card is unreal. I mean, that's what you would expect from like maybe an 89, 90 rated player or a very top in form, but to have it on an 86 rated achievable sort of gold card I think is really good. His heading accuracy is also decent, shot power very tidy as well, and volley's not too shabby either. We move on, we see the 4-star weak foot, which is always nice. High work rates, which I didn't find a problem if I'm being honest. He's also 6'2", so very good in the air, and 3-star skill moves. And then we move on and we see specialities of strength and clinical finisher with the trait of long shot taker. So let's get into the main block of the review. So my thoughts on the 86 rated gold Harry Kane card were that it was a great card to use. I mean, he is so clinical when it comes to shooting, and that is exactly why you'll want him. While many players can score in FIFA 18 and it does seem quite easy at times, this guy makes it feel even easier, and he can score from very tight angles, far out, any sort of shots. And when you get the chance with Harry Kane, you feel so confident that he's going to score, and that is always a good feeling to have and well worth paying for in my opinion. He's also really strong and his hold up play is really good, so if you are playing him on his own or even as a pair, he can do that work really well and hold the ball up, play it off to his teammates and get you up the pitch, because his strength is really good and he's also strong in the air. Aerially, if you whip the ball into him, whether it's at a corner, a cross or a free kick, he is going to be very deadly in those sort of situations and result in a lot of goals. So overall, he's a really clinical forward that I found made really solid runs. He got into really nice positions, he was always in the sort of right area where I wanted him to be, and when he got in those areas, you know, inside the box, he was finishing every time, and he scored some great goals from outside the box too, so he definitely has a great range in his locker. The bit that will put people off is obviously the pace. You know, 71 overall isn't fantastic, and yes, he is a little bit slow, but playing in the right style, the right formation, I had no issues at all. So at the moment, I don't think that's really a problem, because yes, tons of people will be using fast strikers at the moment, but if you partner him with someone fast and you play the right sort of cam in behind him or the right sort of formation for him and allow him to play little give and goes, once he gets in behind, he's so strong he can hold off the defenders and then he can shoot from anywhere, so he will still score you a lot of goals. Obviously, as more cards come out, better, you know, in forms and things like that and upgraded, this card will start looking less appealing, but at the moment it is really good and very worth buying. He isn't the most cheap of players, you know, he's currently going for around sort of 40k at the moment, although the prices are absolutely all over the place. I do think once more people get the game and there's more packs opened, that his price will fall to around sort of 30k, and for that price I think he is actually worth going out and getting for the meantime. Obviously later on in the game there will be much better cards, and I'm sure Harry Kane will have a few informed cards of his own, but at the moment I found him very useful, a striker that you can rely on, and that is always a good thing. So while he may be not the fastest and the most dynamic, you know, his dribbling is okay but not the best, when it comes to doing what you need him to do, and that is scoring goals, he delivers time and time again, making him a great choice for me. So I've had to give Harry Kane an 8.5 out of 10, which I think is a very fair rating. That rating is based on here and now. Obviously, later on in the game there will be much better players, there'll be much cheaper players that, you know, sort of do a similar job with very similar finishing and maybe a little bit quicker with better dribbling. But as of now, he is one of the best strikers you can get for a relatively reasonable price. You know, 30 to 40k is expensive, yes, but he is one hell of a player to use, and he finishes with a plum every single time. So that is why I've given him the rating. It may look a little bit more favourable later on in the game, but I think for now it is very, very fair. So I hope you enjoyed the review, guys. If you did, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and peace.